I'm Giancarlo.
And this is our review of
Eaten by Zombies.
The Porno.
Did we play the same game?
That's like necrophiliac, right?
In Eaten by Zombies, players play as a survivor in a zombie apocalypse world set in the 1950s. In the box, you'll find 25 zombie cards with 5 different levels 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. 48 cards, making 4 starting decks consisting of 5 heavy stick, 5 hide, and 2 sandwich cards. 125 swag cards, 5 each for 25 different swag. 27 tab divider for the cards with specially marked rules on them for the swag they divide in storage. Another 4-player / zombie tab dividers used to divide characters' starting deck. And of course, the rulebook. Defeat all zombies, good luck with that, or be the last survivor standing to win.
Here's how to set up. Depending on what setup you choose at the back of the rulebook and how many players you are, take those cards out of the box and place them in separate piles at the center of the table. For our review, we will be using First Night with 4 players. You'll notice the binoculars, rifle, and good book cards are the initial swag deck in all setups. Their divider cards are marked with a white quarter circle on their top right corner for easy finding. Of course, you can also randomize setup, with the rules listing on the randomizer tab divider. Next, each player chooses a survivor they want to play and take their tab divider and starting deck, or as the game calls it, safe house. Each safe house will start with 5 heavy stick, 5 hide, and 2 sandwich cards. Their tab divider will be placed in front of them with the survivor side face up. These will also act as turn sequence help cards. Players shuffle their decks and draw 6 cards. Now take the zombie cards, all 25 in a 4-player game, shuffle them, and create the zombie deck. Determine who the first player will be, and you're now ready for survival.
Each turn is divided into steps. They are reveal a zombie, fight or flee, dissipate a zombie, and draw. Each survivor turn starts by revealing a zombie from the zombie deck equal to how many times the zombie discard pile has been shuffled to reform the zombie deck, plus 1. So 1 zombie at the beginning of the game to create the horde. Then in counterclock fashion, each other player may add a zombie to the horde. Rules on adding zombies to the horde is they can only be added to the horde if the attrition number located in the bottom left corner is higher than the number of zombies in the horde. The added zombie goes to the right of the previous zombie. Once all players have had the chance to add a zombie, the active player must decide whether to flee or fight before playing any cards. If deciding to fight, the active player can only play cards from his hands with the stop sign icon or the yield icon. This last icon will make you draw cards from the safe house equal to its number. Now to defeat a zombie, you must have a total attack value from your stop sign icons equal to or higher than the zombie's level of HP located on the top left corner of its card. Going from right to left, you eliminate zombies, adding them to your discard pile, reducing your attack value as you go along. If you manage to kill all the zombies, you get to scavenge. Scavenging lets you buy swag up to your initial total attack value and place them directly into your hand for the next turn. If zombies remain in the horde, you will get damaged equal to their total attrition value. In this case, discard cards from your hand, discard pile, or from the top of your deck equal to the attrition value and place them in the swag area, including your starting cards. Note that you cannot discard a zombie card this way from your hand or discard, but you might get lucky enough to get them removed from the top of your safe house this way. Then the zombies from the horde disperse, putting them into their discard pile.
If you choose to flee, you can only play cards with the crosswalk sign or yield sign. Add the horde's attrition value of your own total flee value. If it's equal to or greater, you fled. But in your hurry, you need to discard cards equal to half, round up, from your discard or hand, not from the top of the library. If you manage to escape, you can scavenge for swag equal to your initial flee value. If you cannot flee, then you take attrition equal to the horde total, like when fighting them. Once zombies have dissipated, you will draw back up to 6 cards. If at any point during the game you do not have cards in your draw and discard pile, you are dead and turned into a zombie. Flip your tab divider to the zombie side and return all swag to the central pile and all zombies to the zombie discard. On your next turn, draw at least 1 zombie and up to 4 from the zombie deck. Now add 1 zombie in front of you. Their level will give you an ability. This is called the zombie threat, and a zombie player can have up to 3 zombies in front of him. When he adds a zombie, if he has 3, he removes the oldest. He may then return any card from his hand on top of the zombie deck. At the end of his turn, he dissipates a zombie from the horde. A zombie player must still add a zombie to the horde during a survivor's turn, but only to the next survivor to his immediate left or right. At any point, if any remaining survivor has 6 zombie cards in their hand, the zombie players win. Alternatively, if at any point the zombie discard pile or deck has no cards, the survivors win. That'll hardly ever happen. Best bet to win is to be the last remaining sole survivor.
Eaten by Zombies started out as being fun when we played our first game, best utilizing our deck building experience and making the best choices to buy swag from a game we knew very little of. But later on, it soon became apparent that the swag can only help you so much, and really the point of the game is for players to die and just survive. It's kind of a semi-co-op in the sense that you really don't want to turn the others into zombies right off the bat, because that'll just put you more into trouble on your turn. But at the same time, eventually you have to pass your zombie cards to the horde, screwing another player over. Killing zombies will clog up your hand, and in the later stages of the games you can't get rid of the zombies there because the horde will start off with zombies of higher number than the attrition in your hand. So effectively your maximum hand size is reduced while the threat just gets bigger. It's like reverse scaling. It's a weird mechanic, not necessarily bad, but one we didn't like. Maybe here at Bored to Death we like to think that smart planning in action will ultimately reward you and you can change the outcome of the game. But as one of our players said, it's so hard to manipulate the situation you're in, and by the end you're at the mercy of the game. Which, yeah, we understand is kind of the point of the game, but we also found it's very easy to gang up on one player. And later on, the people who are zombies can ultimately decide the winner between 2 survivors by going easy on one and not the other. So, the ones that deserve the least by dying earlier on have so much power at the end. That being said, the production quality of the game is great. Nice sturdy card stock, artwork for each of the starter decks unique to their characters. Even the storage box has a nice design, making it look like an ammo box. They're all excellent, and we really wanted to like this game, but in the end it felt like we're playing for an hour so we can flip a coin and see who wins. By now you should know if Eaten by Zombies is for you, but it wasn't for our group. Regrettably, we give Eaten by Zombies 5 out of 10.